Hey, what's up you guys? It's Ch42 and welcome back to my channel. And today's video we're going to go into chapter 42 of I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. Things are starting to get a little bit more spicy and interesting. So let's keep on reading. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, please click off the video now. You have been warned. Chapter 42. I can't believe my baby girl is moving away, Mom says in a way that's different from how Grandma would say it. Grandma would be weeping and saying it loud enough for the neighbors to hear. Mom says it quietly and can hardly make eye contact. Unlike her bill extension calls with Sprint PCS, this is not for show. I appreciate the way in which Mom is different from her mother. It's just for work days. I'll come home on the weekends if I don't have to go to Nashville. Mom sighs. That's a big if. I'm hardly going to see my baby. Who's going to keep your eating on track? How are you going to shampoo your hair? Well, I did it on tour. Yeah, but I saw pictures. It looked greasy, she sniffles. It's just the best option since I don't drive and you can't anymore. Even though it's just a fact, Mom looks down. I can tell I've hurt her feelings. I might be able to drive again someday, she says timidly, like a child who would seek reassurance from an adult. I know you might, I say with a loaded positivity, the way an adult would reassure a child. We both look at her wheelchair, the wheelchair she's recently been given to utilize when she needs an allotment that has gotten more and more frequent by the day. In the moment her doctor told her he thought she could use one, we both pretended it would be fun. She said I could push her around at Disneyland and I say yay. Then I went into the hospital bathroom and sobbed, but there was no toilet paper left in the stall, so I used the toilet seat to cover my dry eyes, and then I went back out and said yay again. This goddamn wheelchair is the furthest thing from a fucking yay. It's a death sentence. Neither of us can admit it, but that's what it is. Once you're a cancer patient with a wheelchair, you're never going to be one without it. You're going to die a wheelchairing cancer patient. Fuck this. All right, sorry about that, Grandpa says as he comes out of the house to meet us in the driveway. I'm ready to go now. Clean pants. He gestures to the pants he just changed into after spilling his entire tumbler of coffee on the first pair. I take a seat in the back, surrounded by moving boxes I already piled into the Kia. I watch as Grandpa lifts Mom into the shotgun seat, folds her wheelchair up, and piles it into the trunk. And with that, we're off to my apartment, my first ever solo apartment. We pull up to the Burbank complex a little over an hour later. The complex is okay. It wouldn't have been my first choice, but it makes sense logistically. My new managers I switched during season 3 of iCarly, arranged for Nickelodeon to pay for my lodging here and for a production assistant to take me to and from work. I don't drive since Mom says it's probably too difficult for me and that my energy in cars could be better spent elsewhere, like learning lines or planning tweets. I would never admit this to Mom, but I've only told her I'm devastated about being away from her, but I'm excited too. I feel guilty about that excitement considering the fragility of her health, but the feeling is undeniable. I get to be on my own. I get space to myself, life to myself. Grandpa carries Mom into the apartment while I carry the first few boxes. I got you a present, Net, Mom says as Grandpa sets her down on the couch. Since Nickelodeon's paying Mom instead of the pre-furnished place, she pulls a wrapped gift from under her arm. You don't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. I even curled the ribbon, she says, as she hands me the DVD-sized present to me. She's gotten more desperate these past few months. She's gotten more desperate and I've gotten more angry. I don't know if my anger is a direct result of her desperation, but it's at least a partial result of it. I can't fucking handle how desperate she is. The sicker she gets, the cuter she becomes in her annotation, the more innocent she becomes. The more she pleads with me. It's like she's begging me to not slip away, and I want to scream, you're the one slipping away. I could swear she can tell that I want to scream because she doubles down on the cuteness, which makes me want to double down on the scream, but I don't. I keep it in, and then she looks at me with her big eyes, and I know she couldn't, but I almost feel like she's enjoying this. I almost feel like she's enjoying the pain, like it's a representation of her, how much I care. Aren't you going to open it, Mom asks. Oh, right. I unwrap the present. It's a DVD of The Sting. Mom loves Robert Redford. I do too, but she loves him more. I figured we could watch it tonight after you unpack. Oh, okay. That'll be great. Yeah, Mom says, removing her hat to scratch her bald head. And then, I was thinking, I don't have chemo tomorrow, so I could spend the night you know, if you want. She looks at me, dock-eyed, wringing her hands nervously. I immediately know what this is. This is not Mom spending the night. This is Mom spending every night for the foreseeable future. This is Mom moving in. I don't want her to spend the night. Sure, you can spend the night, I say, and I continue to say it every single night for the next 3 months until eventually she doesn't even ask it anymore. She just expects it. This is not my first ever solo apartment. This is our apartment. We are roommates. That is the end of chapter 42. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!